poppin' Chop Squad? It's your boy Slate D-Bix for AnimeMCS, and here today I'm going to be doing a review of Kingdom Chapter 640, Nation's Keystone, or as I like to think, it's Middle Kingdom Reacts. So the title cover shows various people from other kingdoms, such as Ordo from Yan and Gyohome from Wei, just kind of being there. You don't really see them react. I'm kind of glad Hara didn't spend most of the chapter going into like Yan and they're like, oh my god. And then you go into Wei and they're like, what? There is one character that he did focus on for this, and that was Kadeen from the state of Chu. That big hot mama MILF is doming the shit out of this dude and basically just saying like, wow, I can't believe Zhao's king is such an idiot. Riboku had this. She even knows from her point of view. Riboku had this. All that they had to do was send in the troops from the royal capital of Kantan. Or not take Riboku off the board, which is not something that the rest of the kingdoms know about yet. And then we go over to Retsubi, where and Kocho are getting ready to face off against General To, who is headed across the Yellow River from Wei with 40,000 troops against Retsubi's 30,000. They are not the most confident that they will be able to fend off the Qin army, but they know that if like any army comes from behind Retsubi, from Gyo, they're pretty done for. Another reason why they're so confident is because this is something that Riboku could obviously solve. But they don't know that Riboku was taken to Kantan as a captive and he's scheduled for execution, basically. Then we cut over to Shin, who is having a nightmare about Hoken killing Kyokai, and he wakes up. Apparently he had went to go check on Kyokai and then fell asleep himself. She is now up, and she believes that their chis are linked because of what she did, which might be a piece of her sister's good news. That's something I'm really looking forward to finding out. Is like, we knew what the bad news was. Her trance is weakened. She won't really, maybe not even be able to do her dance anymore, which was pretty OP. I think taking that away from her gives her room to grow as a character. But what's the good news? What good possibly could have come out of this besides the bond between her and Shin growing ever closer? Really interested to find out what the hell the two pieces of good news were, but I guess we can't really speculate on that much. We just kind of have to wait for it to be revealed. Hopefully there's a cooldown period between this arc and the next arc where maybe we'll get to find out. There's even a pretty funny scene where En walks in on them as Shin is grabbing her and saying, please, what the hell did you do? Because he's still not certain that, like, of what exactly Kyokai did for him. He just knows it was probably something reckless. And it was. That was a point in the manga where a lot of people reading it were pretty upset. And I understand where they're coming from. It even threw me off a little bit. But ultimately, there's a couple of supernatural things here and there sprinkled in. It's an ancient Chinese, like, story adaptation. And there's mystical elements everywhere, all over history, because of, you know, that's just the way it was! After that beautifully hilarious, awkward scene with En, he briefs Shin on what is happening currently with, you know, what are they doing? Are they just gonna sit around Gyo? Well, no! Because General Ako is back up and ready to go. Well, I don't know if he's a general or if he's just a commander, but I'm gonna call him general. He probably should be a general. And apparently Shin thought that he died. I think Shin should have been a little more knowledgeable of that. I mean, it's not like he's a foot soldier. Ako is back up and ready to fight. He took an army with him that's comprised of like his regular army plus some of Konki's troops, and they headed out for Retsubi. And Retsubi, where Shun Suiju and Kacho are defending against To, right when they clash with the To army, they get the news that Ako is headed out of Gyo with an army coming up behind him.
Got deep into editing this video, and then I remembered I forgot to talk about the amazing troll on Rokuomi. Just as he was clashing with the Zhao forces and calling out straight up stupid names for formations, the Zhao army completely just ran away. Fucking Rokuomi, man.
So they decide they have to just take all the citizens of Retsubi and completely abandon it. Because with Zhao losing this portion of its southern half, they're going to need all the fighting power they can get. I think there's going to be a moment of rest for Zhao, and we're going to see them strengthen as a country. And the seeds of a coup d'etat, of regicide, have been sown. Because while they are finding out about Ako heading out from Gyo, they also learn of what the king has done with Riboku. So not only are they retreating to Kanton so they can save their fighting power for later on down the road, they're also going there to maybe kill the king. And it's possible that Shun Suiju could kill the king, because he threw a fucking fit when he found out. He got so mad, actually, he just like knocked down the soldier that towed him. Like, can our king be any dumber? So I think it's confirmed that this dude is getting killed. And it's pretty obvious that Zhao would not be where it is today, and they are going to fall if Riboku isn't on the board, especially in this crucial moment for Zhao. They need everyone they can get. Now, I think at this point, we're going to see Zhao chill back. They're going to collect themselves up. They're going to be empowered. And the next arc we see with Zhao, they're going to be pretty pissed. After Shun and Kocho left Retsubi, the armies formed a line out from Ryoyo and Gyo and Retsubi. They created a solid triangle. Some of the citizens of Zhao left north where they thought it would be safe, but a lot of them just stayed where they were. And Osen told everyone, do not harm the citizens. And I'm glad that he said that, because, you know, we got the Konki army in here. You kinda have to tell them they can't do that. They're going to do it. Even telling them not to doesn't guarantee that they're not gonna pillage and rape and steal. So now at this point at the end of the chapter, we finally get it. A 1 month time skip. And during this month, fresh troops are coming from Chin, and then other troops are getting to leave. The third deployment of troops switching out, the Hishin unit is headed back to Chin. And oh my god, I think this chapter might legitimately be the final chapter in the Western Zhao invasion arc. But how mad would you all be if Hara just did the ceremony off screen? Boy, that would have people on fire. Because that's something that everyone is looking forward to, is this award ceremony. This moment that we're going to get between Shin and Ace. It's going to be awesome. And you know he's going to become a general now, because the next step up from a 5,000 man commander is a general. It's been long. It was the longest arc in Kingdom. It's been one hell of a ride. At this point, I feel like at certain portions it felt a little slow. The pacing was a little off. But that's also because we are all reading it weekly. I'm going to go back and read the arc from start to finish, and then maybe make a video on the whole Western Zhao invasion arc as a whole.
Ooh, I also forgot probably the most important and breathtaking part of this chapter was the final page when we get to see the reunion of Heki. Heki bro, the god of war, and Shin. It has been 69 days since they last saw each other when they split up the armies. And man, it's just good to see these guys together again.
I think this is a top tier arc for Kingdom. We saw a lot of cool shit happen. I feel like some people feel a little negatively about it just because it was so long. But you know what? That's okay. It happens sometimes. Zhao has been built up as one of the main antagonist, like opposite countries for the Qin, for the whole series. So one of the big moments that cements Zhao's fall had to be, like, they had to spend time on it, you know? You guys think we're getting the award ceremony in the next chapter, the next 2 chapters? Are we gonna get an even bigger time skip after this 1 month? I'm sure we are. And what's next for Kingdom? I'm excited to see. I hope you guys are too. Thank you for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. Drop some likes, some comments. How was my review? I thought this chapter was awesome. I hope you did too. Subscribe to the channel to keep up with all of the cool shiz that we will be uploading. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you guys are staying safe and clean out there in these crazy COVID-19 times. And I'll see you for the next video. Peace out.